Alex Echo, and we're just going to ask you a few questions. Starting off, what would you say your biggest inspiration is?
Favourite inspirations probably people like Jake Bugg. I mean, I really like his music, and Ben Howard. Like, I'm a really big fan of solo artists, but group-wise, I like the back scenes. I kind of like indie music, I guess. That's my genre, and that's where I get my inspiration from, really.
What would you say your favourite pastime is?
I just like chilling out. I mean, I'm pretty lazy. I just stay at home, put my feet up, play my guitar like when I can, stuff like that. Really, like what any teenager would do. Really, play Xbox, stuff like that.
We all know everybody has bad habits. What would you say your worst habit is?
Being too lazy. I mean, I'm really laid back, and like I still live with my mum, so when she says do stuff, I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered, stuff like that. I mean, yeah, some people think it's rude, but I'm just really lazy.
So are you big into your sport, and what would you say your favourite is?
Oh, I played sport at school like most teenagers would do. I mean, played football, cricket, stuff like that. But it's kind of when music kind of took over, and my career started to really go off, and then I got signed, and then I kind of gave up sport for music, which is like what you have to do because you have to prioritise one or the other.
So when did you first start playing music, and why did you first start?
I started playing when I was about 14 years old, like just playing in my room, like making up songs. I think I wrote a song about a girl in like my maths class or something like that. And then so that's when I started playing music, and then I got signed by the Magnets about a year ago, and I've been making this album ever since.
Okay, and you mentioned earlier that you play guitar. What other instruments do you play?
Well, recorder, does that count? But no, I'm mainly guitar. I mean, it's my favourite instrument to play. I think you can do so much of it, it's so versatile. So yeah, only guitar really.
Would you describe your family as being musical? Is that sort of how you first started?
Well, I think my family's musical. I mean, my dad's a big fan of like U2 and bands like that during the 80s. My mum's a bit more like dancey, but yeah, my family are both musical, so I guess I did kind of get some inspiration from them.
I know you might have a few, but what would you say your fondest musical memory so far has been?
I think definitely getting signed for Magnets Music. I mean, it was such a big deal for me. I remember getting a call when I was at my nan's, and it's absolutely amazing. I mean, it's like nothing any 17-year-old ever imagined of having, and yeah, I'm really grateful for the opportunity that I've been given. So that's my favourite memory, my most fondest memory, and also just posting my music on YouTube and then getting people to view stuff like that.
So obviously you're working on a lot of music now. What would you say is your biggest influence, and how were you influenced?
Well, like I said before, I mean, Jake Bugg and Ben Howard, people like that, they all have their own sound. I mean, Jake Bugg has such a distinct voice, and that's what I try to do, try to create my own distinct voice. And so that's how I want people to recognise me, and I think I've just come across on my new album. I mean, I've got quite a distinct voice, and hopefully people recognise me as soon as they hear the song on the radio or wherever they hear it.
Okay, well, thank you for answering the questions. Now, next up, in the live lounge, we have Alex Echo.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. And I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.